life is so good. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Oracle of Ages. In the last episode, we beat the Mermaid's Cave, and whenever we did so, rather than getting the usual fanfare from the Maku Tree like blah 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 blah, essence is over there, she instead told us that Ambi had left the castle, meaning now's the best time to storm the castle and save Nehru, who's been possessed by Veran, and, you know, all that jazz is going on. So we're just gonna go ahead, storm the castle, save the babe, and in the words of Brentalfloss, we just might get laid. But, you know, that's not important, because we got our lady, the Maku Tree. But I can't tell you how excited I am. I got the Gaseous Seed heart piece, as you were able to see. But unlike in Seasons, where I spent 7 hours planting and just planting Gaseous Seeds over and over again, hoping to get it, I got that on my second try. I planted that Gaseous Seed there on that Crescent Island after we got the third essence and just left it there. I figured we'd come back eventually, and I was going to do the whole, you know, Gaseous Seed farming in this episode, but I got it on my second try. That was the second Gaseous Seed that I had, you know, picked up, and it was the heart piece, so, which is really, really great. So we only have one heart piece left in the game, I believe. I mean, you guys would know, because you can see the thing, but yeah, one more heart piece left in the game, and then we'll, you know, be all at heart pieces, so, Let's go storm Ambi's castle, since we're in such a good mood. And speaking of good moods, look, it's Ralph. Lonk, don't startle me. You also heard the guard in the palace was down and came to save Nehru. If anyone is gonna save her, it's me. I won't let you beat me to it. But it's no good entering from the front door. I know there should be a hidden entrance in the palace garden. I'll sneak in through there. What? Why do I know about the hidden passage on my first trip here? Never mind. I'm coming, Nehru! So, just silly little video game logic, like, of course he knows that there's a hidden passage here, but I always thought that was so funny, and of course he's allowed to know that, because he's Ralph, and he's great. He's just been running around town trying to save Nehru this entire game. Now, this, hidden passage, to unlock it, you need to hit 4 buttons that are all in the corner areas of Ambi's castle, but to be able to do this, you need to get around the guards. If the guards see you, they are going to throw you out. It's just a nice little stealth segment. I guess, I've always liked to kind of think this was more based on the opening segment of A Link to the Past, where you break into the castle, just because I love that game so much. But I guess it's more of, you know, Ocarina of Time breaking in just to say what's up to Princess Zelda, so we can, you know, like, we can just say what's up to her. But it's not that hard, because these guards are kind of dumb. And for them to see you, you need to be, like, in their direct line of sight. You don't even get, like, the whole cone thing from Metal Gear Solid. Well, they probably have something if you get, like, too close to them from, like, the side. But they're not hard at all to get around. So, you know, just avoid them for now, because we can't do anything to them, because, you know, they're just guards. We don't want to hurt them, right? Like, we're not going to do anything to harm these guards whatsoever at any time at all in this video game. Nope, nope, nope. And if you do get thrown out, they just put you in front of the castle. They don't do anything to, you know, like, stop you from getting back in, so you're not screwed. Now, the secret passage always confused me, because normal, like, secret passages into castles are more of, like, a defensive thing, where, you know, you'd have a secret passage so you can get out, like in A Link to the Past, where they have the sewers to get to the church. Like, you can get out there if something bad happens. No one can use this fucking secret passage except us and, like, Zora's! Who does this help? This helps no one except for people who've beaten a dungeon that had a mermaid suit in it. But, you know, that's a video game for you. So here we are in Ambi's castle. Now, like I said, we're never going to do anything ever to harm any of these guards. Not even now that their AI changes. When they see you now, they just make a beeline for you and try to kick your ass. They no longer try to throw you out. They'll just try to beat you up. Now, you can continue to avoid them if you like the stealth segments. I just wanted to show you that, you know, you can beat them up. They are kind of really fun, though, because they literally do make a beeline for you. Like, let's see. Oh, I can't get his attention from here. But let's see if I can get his attention and run behind here. He's gonna just try and run at me. He's not gonna take the best path to get to me. Like, they don't have that programmed in them. They make a beeline for you. They can do a lot of damage because they run really fast, and they just, you know, keep bumping into you, since contact is probably, like, one of the best ways for enemies to hurt you in this game. So they can be kind of tough, but you can, you know, just smack them away with your sword. They're not that big of a problem, even if they, you know, like, pile up and there's lots of them. You don't want to walk out those front... Actually, I think you can walk out the front door. So you can, like, just walk out here and say, hey, hey, guard, but you can't get in here from that, because if the guards see you outside, you know, they throw you out of the castle. But when you're inside, everything is fine. And, for some reason, Ambi has a... Or Ambi, I don't know if it's... Ambi sounds more like a better name, so I'll start calling her Ambi instead of Ambi. I don't know which one's, like, the official pronunciation, though. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, if you've seen my Pokemon Let's Play. But for some reason, she just had a fairy fountain in her castle. I guess she's like, well, if someone dies, you know, we can just fix them with fucking fairies. That's how that shit works. I mean, like these guards are so mean, though. I mean, they don't care about us at all. Like, we're brothers in color palettes. Why don't you love me? Like, we share all the same colors. We should be total bros. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter anymore, because, you know, we're entering Ambi's throne room, so let's just see what's up in here. Look, it's Nehru! Look, I'm amazed you've come so far. Wait! Oh, yeah, she's possessed by Veran. Darn. Do you mean to turn your sword on me? Ha 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 ha! If you want to hurt Nehru, then go right ahead! So here we have Possessed Nehru. I guess she's kind of like a mini-boss, or you could call her a boss. Now, the way to hurting her, if you remember at the beginning of the game, she wanted us to get mystery seeds. I've always kind of liked to think that it's because mystery seeds are her weakness. Whenever you hit her with a mystery seed, she is no longer able to possess Nehru for a short time. And when you do so, you hit her with your switch hook. Oh, and I fucked that up. Well, what you want to do is hit her with your switch hook until, you know, switch places, and then you can go ahead and beat the crap out of Veran. But, you know, I managed to fuck that up. Now, this fight can be a bit annoying since you have to constantly switch your items because you have 3 items that you need to be using throughout the entirety of the fight, which means that you're probably not going to have your Rock's Feather on hand if you play like I do and you just want to, you know, be able to do this as easy as possible. So you might end up taking a lot of damage from her attack, even though her attack isn't all that, you know, bad. Since I think her little magic ball guys get stuck on the pillars if you do that. If you're too close to her when she warps, so she tries to warp a bit farther away. She's like, yeah, if I get a bit farther away, it'll be fine. If you want to do some fancy stuff, you can definitely just ricochet a bunch of seeds everywhere and just fuck with her. But there we go, we've beaten Veran. We've already saved her, and we haven't even gotten the 7th or 8th essence. Ugh, not bad at all. Just wait until next time. There'll be no next time. I have the fucking Oracle of Ages. What is this commotion? And Ambi was really in the castle all along, or Ambi? I've confused myself. Doesn't matter. Oh, Lonk, where are we? Are you truly Nehru? You seem different. You seem nice. Ha 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 ha! The queen comes with impeccable timing. And oh, there's Veran doing the same thing she's always done. She's such a one-trick pony. We know how to kick her ass. We'll have no problems now. I mean, she's in a weaker person. I mean, she's just in the queen rather than magic time-traveling lady. Ah, the body of a queen suits me just fine. Do you know what I am going to do now? Let me tell you. Meet the petrified ones. I shall catch them all. And rather than, you know, like catching them all in the standard Pokemon sense, she's just gonna get all of her new red guards to kick her ass. But look, it's Ralphie's gonna, oh, no, he's not gonna save us. He's just gonna get himself, you know, cornered as well. Is it really you, Nehru? Ralph, I'm sorry to make you worry. I'm fine now. Let us return to our own age. What are you doing? Catch them now! And they're gonna slowly walk at us. But you know, she being the magical time traveling lady, she got us out of there without a problem. And here we are at the Maku tree, and she's so happy to see us. Thank you, Lonk. You safely pried me from Veran's grip. Now all the strange things that happened in the land should return to normal. So there we go. We've saved the day. Look, it's the boy from the beginning. He's not Rocky anymore. He can continue being the best boy he can possibly be. And look, his grandma's so happy. And look, this is where all the monkeys are. And they're all gonna come back. And they're all gonna be so happy. They're gonna be just lovely little monkeys. And that one has a bow. She's a girl. So they all want her little monkey butt, I guess. But look, Veran's still in the past, right? She is, and she can't still create, or she can still create, I don't know what she said. Bad things can still happen since she's in the past. But, you know, we have Nehru, so that's all that matters. Sorry, Lonk, I was the one running around while you did the saving. But know this, I'll be the one to stop Veran. I won't leave the people of the past to her evil deeds. Forgetting about Veran now would be foolish. If we do, she'll just come for Nehru again. So, you know, our adventure isn't over, even though we've saved the lady. The magical time-traveling lady. Ralph, just like you said, I'll help in what little way I can. And now, Nehru's going to give us something that we probably should have been giving a long time ago, but she's going to give us the final song to the Harp of Ages, which is the best song, because it's like the Song of Currents, except now we can travel back and forth without any limitations. So we don't need the time-traveling little portals anymore. We can do it anytime and go from past to present. So, you know, we can do this so much easier. So the game's going to be really easy right now, right? Like, there's going to be no problems? Nope, it's Twin Rova. Those jerks are still here. Let's see what they have to say. Nice to see you after so long, Lonk. We are Twin Rova Gerudo Witches. You were quite busy back in Holodrome. Hee. You seem pleased to have rescued Nehru, but Ambi's age is still filled with cries of sorrow. By extending the reach of the Dark Realm, Veran has spread sorrow across the land. Soon the flame of sorrow will ignite. Ho, 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 ho! Now, only one flame remains. When the 3 flames burn in the darkness, the evil king shall return. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Yeah. You guys fly off. We can't be concerned with your silly little flames right now. What's that, those hags? What are they trying to do? I can't take this long. I'm going back to Ambi's age first. May fate bring us back together. Bye. And, you know, now let's, just continue on our adventure. There's little else I can do, so I'll return home for now. Stop by anytime. So, you know, she's done for the day. She's just gonna go home. And, now the Maku tree should tell us where to go, but she's just like, blah, 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 bad guys, bad guys. The whole Twin Rova thing is part of the linked game, so this won't be happening if you know, you aren't doing the whole linked game thing. We'll talk about it in a second. Look, the next essence. That's weird. An essence is echoing from inside a fish. How odd. How just particularly odd. Now, the whole, Twin Rova thing is a part of the linked game. And like they've been saying, that there's a third flame. There was originally a third Oracle game that was planned, but the whole password system that links them together just ended up getting way complicated, so they ended up scrapping the whole idea for a third game, so they just, paired it into two. But, excuse me, the third game, or not the third game, but that third flame, don't worry, that's still a thing that we're gonna have to deal with. But, you know, we're not worried about that right now. Like I said, like, Twin Rova's the least of our problems. Right now, we have to worry about this whole Age of Darkness, Flame of Sorrow, all that happy bullshit, and I actually thought I had the feather on my person, so that's why that song ended up getting played. So, you know, now that we've taken care of everything here, I think we're going to end the episode. No, that's not a thing we're doing. We're gonna, you know, go make our way to the next essence. Like the Maku tree said, the essence is in a fish, so we're gonna go check that out. And the fun thing is, now that we have the mermaid suit, we can swim in the ocean. We don't need rafts, we don't need Dimitri. No, we can swim in the ocean. Now this stuff, I always thought this was like just a rock or something. Oh, look, a pirate ship. Oh, that's gone now. I always thought these were like rocks or something, but no, those are poison. For some reason, the ocean is poison. For God knows why. It just is. Don't bother with it. Don't touch it. It's scary stuff. Oh, look, a lady. What does she have to say? My family's been fishing this island since my grandpa's day. The island is drifting to the west, so long ago it was farther east. Now, this is kind of a hint, about what you want to do, which kind of should be obvious since you just got this power to travel back and forth through time as you please, which is kind of how the game starts, you know, to twist it up. We need to find, you know, places that we can actually warp into properly, so we can get around. Now, there's a fun bit of text if you come in here, because look, it's that lady's grandpa. Let's see what he has to say. I began my life as a fisherman on this island, but now the island drifts towards the horizon, and my grandson's day! This island will be farther west. He assumes he has a grandson, but then he just has a granddaughter. I just always thought that was just, you know, just silly fun. I just love stuff like that. That's just really funny. Just, you know, just Nintendo charm at its finest. Now, this entire area, you can always dive beneath the sea. In fact, there's a bunch of little secrets that you can do. Oh, wow, Beneath the Sea actually has a really cool song. Unfortunately, though, we need to be up here, because the whole thing for this area is, you know, warping back and forth into the future sea, and then, you know, the past sea, to be able to get around, since the islands are going to shift positions very slightly due to the whole, you know, drifting thing. And you just need to find, you know, the best way to be able to get around. With the thing, and this part can always gets a bit confusing for me, because as we've gone over before, I'm a bit of a dumb guy, even though I shouldn't be. So you just kind of need to play around with it. I don't think you can use your harp underwater. In fact, I'm so sure you can't use your harp underwater. But you just need to kind of look around, because there's always going to be just something that will, you know, kind of throw you off. Like where am I supposed to go? Like, I'm betting that we're supposed to go to the right from here, if this is still present in the present, as that would be. In fact, we're probably supposed to dive underwater. There'll probably be something. Oh yeah, you always want to check underwater, because I always forget to do that. Because there will be, like, you know, paths underwater that you can take that won't be there. So you just need to be ever vigilant, which, you know, I'm not, because, like I said, a bit of a dumb guy. Because, you know, in the past, there will be stuff there that won't be there. Like, the poison's still there in the past, so, you know, don't, like, think, like, well, if I go to the past, I can just swim through. Because, you know, we're gonna have to find the source of this poison, but we're not worried about that right now. I mean, the poison's in a different position, but, you know, the whole shifting waters, all that fun stuff. So let's just, you know, just see where we can get to, with what we've been dealt. And let's just check underwater, see if, oh, look, we can just come over here. And no, we can't get over there, because, you know, that switch hook can't fire diagonally, so we're kind of fucked. But if we play around with, you know, the time, we might be able to, get over there just fine. And actually, I think the secret to this one is, because I remember this one, I always get kind of stuck here. I think you want to go ahead and warp here instead of going across the entire island, because I think this will put you on an island in the present? No, it's gonna put us near an island in the present. So let's just hope for the best, because this should put us on the other side of the poison, maybe? I don't know. I'm really playing this by ear. I have no clue what's going on. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? There's just ocean and poison everywhere. Oh no, that's not good. But luckily, if you warp into a place that you can't warp, you know, it's just like, hey, fuck you, you can't do anything. But I think what we're supposed to do is if we come over here, that diamond block will be over here, since it's still there, you know, no one can move it, we're the only person with the switch hook. So now we can get over here. So now let's see where we've gotten. It's a Zora! Yes, this is the Zora village. I always just love the Zoras. Look at him, he looks so happy! Welcome, young mermaid, this is the Zora village. And he thinks we're a mermaid because of our mermaid suit. He can't tell, you know, the whole gender thing. That's not a thing to him. So, we gotta be careful around these men, because, you know, they're Zoras. You never know what these suave men are gonna do. Isn't there anyone who we can entrust the Zora symbol of heroism to? The symbol, the Zora scale, is a powerful sea charm. I bet that has nothing to do with anything ever for the rest of this game. That won't play into any events whatsoever. And oh my god, I think I just remembered something that I did that's really stupid that's gonna hurt us in a second. I guess it's not that bad. But let's just swim up ahead and see what's going on. Actually, I kind of want to check what's crack-a-lacked over here. There's also poison in the Zora village, so that's kind of sad for them. But, you know, we'll fix that eventually. If we come over here, look, it's Jabu Jabu! It's a big fish guy! I bet the essence is in him! Let us in, Jabu Jabu! I want to swim inside you! But no, he's not gonna put up their shit. With all the poison around, basically, he doesn't want to open his mouth, because he's all sick because the poison... Or some jazz like that. So, you know, we're gonna have to fix this poison if we're gonna fix Jabu Jabu. But let's go in here, because this is actually, you know, the Zora Royal Palace where the Zora King lives. So, let's go check it out. But, first let's get 200 rubies. And, I'll talk about that 200 rubies, why that's there in a second, because I made a big dumb mistake that could have saved us a lot of time. But, you know, whatevs. If you come in here, look, the Zora King is not here. I don't know where he went. Where could the Zora King could have gone? I bet if you talk to the Zoras, they'll tell you. But we're actually gonna find out ourselves, because, you know, we're the adventurous type, and we'll learn on our own. If you come up here above the Zora village, there is a this tree, so we can warp here. We can also warp into Ambi's castle if we ever needed to do that. Ambi, I don't know what to call her, and I keep calling her Ambi, so I guess I will call her Ambi, even though I said I would call her Ambi. Whatever. That's not important, because she's the bad guy now since she has Veran possessing her. And oh, look, there's also one in the past. That's actually quite convenient. So, you know, we can get here both in the past and the present. And I bumped into poison, so what do you have to say, Zora? King Zora's palace is beyond there, and he's just, well, telling us not to be rude. I mean, how could we be rude? We're Lonk, we're the coolest, everybody loves Lonk. I mean, they think we're mermaids, so they must love us. And look, here's the Zora King in the past. The pain! This is the end for me. To think the prosperous royal family could fade in a generation. The pain. So thanks to the poison, the Zora King's sick, and that's why there's not a Zora King in the future, because he's dead. So the Zoras are dying out just like the Gorons, thanks to my headcanon. I've just always assumed. I mean, they are in the future, but, you know, their king died out, so they can't be doing that well. Now, what you want to do is, to be able to fix the Zora King, you need a life potion. And you can buy a life potion from Syrup the Witch, or you can get them from bumping into Maple. So you should probably come here with the potion thing, but I ended up forgetting about it because, you know, like I said, dumb guy, just coming through, choo-choo. They're not that hard to get, so it won't be that bad. We're just gonna, you know, pop into the forest. And I don't think we've actually went to go see Syrup, so we'll go ahead and just, you know, we'll just walk on over there. Cause she has her store in Yule Graveyard, so we can just, you know, pop in, say hi, grab her shit, and leave. And look, it's the monkeys! Hi, monkeys! Actually sounded a bit way too excited for monkeys, but, you know, they're monkeys. I like monkeys, and that was an attempt to fix my items because they were all unorganized, but, you know, that's hoping for too much right now. I'll worry about that later. But her shop is in Yule Graveyard, and you need to buy a life potion. Now, like I said, we'll be talking about the reason they give you those 200 rubies. The life potion costs 300 rubies, so they give you a bit of money to, you know, kind of take care of yourself so you'll be able to afford it. But, you know, they just give you 100 less than what you need, so it's just kind of like, aw, dick move game. I mean, it's good that they give you money to, you know, remind you about it. But, you know, that's just one of those things, like, oh, you're only gonna give me, like, part of the money I need. Like, fuck you, dude. But it's kind of a neat thing. This little bit can get really confusing. Well, it can't get really confusing, but it always confused me as a child, because it's like, what do I do at this point? Like, this Zora guy is sick, he's not feeling good, and I actually thought there might be stuff over here. I think there are actually some like just treasures you can check out if you just swim around. Like, I remember there's a cave up here. I think that cave might be important. Why are you here, diver guy? Say, aren't you a pupil of the master diver? No, he's an NPC guy who wants us to go tell secrets to people. But we're not concerned about your secrets. We're concerned about dropping a bomb and checking out what's in this cave, because I think there's something cool in this cave. Or maybe not. These kind of like big pillar rock thingies, I always thought they kind of looked like Queen Ambi. I don't know if that's just me, but they kind of remind me of her. Oh, look, it's the fairy woods. We're just below the fairy woods, and this chest that taunted you at the beginning of the game is now open to you. Once you come to the Zora village. So it's just one of those things that you just don't get, that they just put there to taunt you. And that's so weird. You know, the Zora Palace is just, oh, we're in the future, aren't we? We need to be in the past. So let's go ahead and hop on an island and do that, because I completely forgot we need to go into the past. Because, you know, the Zora King's dead now. Like, bringing him magic or potion that brings you back to life won't do any good if we can't find his corpse. And I don't think the Zoras are that friendly with us that they're just going to say, this is the king. This is our king from 400 years ago who died of poison. Please fix him. So no, we got to do it the old-fashioned way and, you know, travel back in time. Like these guys are so lucky that we have the power to travel in time to fix stuff. Like, I mean, granted that the poison's probably caused by Veran and all that jazz, but, you know, still, they're lucky that we're traveling through time. The pain, and he's just gonna say the same thing until we, you know, get to the part where he's, like, given the magic potion. Yes! So now he's just gonna glug it down. Is this magic potion? It looks very suspect. But if I'm to die, it can't hurt to drink it. Glug, glug, ah. Did that make you better? Ew, it's awful, but it flows through me. The royal line is saved. Who are you? Well, thank you, Lonk. The filthy water that flowed in from the east lately must have made me ill. I will never forget you. What do you wish for, Lonk? Huh? A big fish? Do you mean Jabu Jabu? But Jabu Jabu is guardian of Asaurus. Calling him a fish is an insult. Watch your language. Also on top of that, we wouldn't be able to get to Jabu Jabu in the past. Because if you come check him out, there's something that I've just always just thought was just the most adorable thing in the world. Because if we can just swim faster, Lonk, and I thought pushing the button would make him go faster, but no, doing it in, like, you know, just bursts is best. Look, it's Jabu Jabu, but he's a little fish guy. Boop, boop. Aw, you're just a cute little fish, dear. Oh, dude, you're just so cute. So we're gonna have to, you know, we're gonna fix all these problems, but we're gonna go ahead and just pop into the future. Since we saved the royal line, the king in the future shouldn't be dead, so we can, you know, talk to him and see if he can help us, because, you know, Jabu Jabu will be bigger, and maybe we'll be able to fit in him. I mean, you know, if what I said earlier in the episode's true, and, you know, all this poison water is still a problem, which it is, he might not be so keen on letting Jabu Jabu just open his mouth and let all that poison in, even though, you know, he's already taking in all that poison. Great healer! What do you ask? You wish to enter Jabu Jabu? My permission is needed to enter Jabu Jabu, but I cannot permit anyone to see our guardian. Anyhow, the filthy seawater has left Jabu Jabu near death. If you say you must, then find a way to get rid of this filthy seawater and save Jabu Jabu. Will you accept this quest? Yes. Very well, then take this, and now he's going to give us the library key. Now, the library key is the place we need to go, of course, to, you know, be able to solve, you know, how to fix this water. Now, I always just thought, like, this is just one of those dumb things in video games where it's like, well, that's awfully convenient that you're giving me the key to the place that I need to go. But no, it's, like, I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, man, that makes fucking, like, perfect sense. He's giving us a library key, asking us, like, go research how to solve the poison problem. Like, that's, like, probably one of, like, the smartest moves anyone's ever made in a video game. But if we pop over here, we can find the library, and let's just see what's up with it. Unfortunately, though, the library's locked, and there's no keyhole. But if we pop into the past, maybe, you know, there'll still be a keyhole, and we'll be able to hop in. Because, like he said, that the library is very, very old. So, you know, it's still here, because it's, you know, why do the Zoras have an ancient library? Anyways, not important. They have one, and that's just the thing. If you come in here, though, there's a bunch of wise old men who are all studying the books and all that jazz. But there's stuff over there, and we want it. We want it so much. But why do we want it? We want it for some reason. Actually, if you talk to this guy, I think he tells you. This is Eyeglass Isle Library. Fairy powder is said to be stored in the back, but I've yet to see it. No, actually, one of these guys will tell you why you want that fairy powder. Those who have seen a strange beast on the isle to the west say the beast is always there, never attacks and just stares as if it's asking for help. Some even claim it speaks. It's nonsense. So there's some beast over on this island you know, he's apparently a good monster. So, you know, let's go pay a visit to the monster, just see what's up, since we can get over here easily with a switch hook. So let's see what's crack-a-lackin' in here. Oh, hello, Octorok, what's up with you? Please, listen, young one, you may not believe this, but I am the Queen Fairy, guardian of the sea. The curse of an evil one named Veran has made me appear so. The magic of fairy powder can turn me back to normal. Veran has poisoned the sea. Soon all living things in it will perish. So now we need to go find her fairy powder. So now we know why we wanted that stuff, that you'll probably end up, like, going there first before learning why you want it. But, you know, that's one of those things that the NPCs fill you in on. But, you know, we can't get back there, because if you notice, there was no floor. We won't be able to walk back there. But if we pop into the future, maybe we can, you know, figure out what's going on. And look, it's just become a normal library, and that guy looks like Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know if that was, you know, on purpose, but, you know, whatevs. Let's see what's back here, because look, there's the floor now. Let's see. But rather than, you know, fairy powder, there's a book. This is the Book of Seals. It was once part of a set, but now only this one remains. So, basically, there's a bunch of books in the past, and, you know, this one is the last one in the set. This one, it wasn't there in the past, but, you know, now that we have it, we can complete the book set and solve the ancient puzzle, since, you know, they haven't been able to figure out what to do with the book. I mean, you know, like I said, they don't have access to time travel, so, you know, solving the simple puzzle of putting a bunch of books together isn't a thing that they can do. But, you know, we'll just go ahead and solve this ancient puzzle for them. I mean, I wonder what even happened to the books, because, you know, like, he still has one. Like, this one isn't in the past, but the other ones are, so I guess they must have, like, traded them all to get this book. It's a podium for holding a book. Place the Book of Seals? Yes. So, now what we're going to do is, we can walk on the floor, but you can only walk on the floor whenever you open the book. So, like, just walking ahead, like, just, you know, just kind of like, oh, I'm just going to guess the way to go. That doesn't work. You need to have the book, so you do need to go ahead and grab the book to be able to get where you're going. Now, the books tell you the direction you need to go, but unfortunately, since you can't see the floor, it can kind of be buggy sometimes, as opposed to, like, you know, you'll, like, get too close to the place, so you kind of need to be careful of where you're going. So even if you do memorize it, like, you can very just easily memorize it, it can kind of be buggy, so I do like to just, you know, whip out my Canis Maria just to make sure, you know, I'm not stepping into a trap. Well, I guess it's not so much a trap as it is, you know, like, just the wrong spot. Whenever you do open the book, it deletes the past, the past path, so you won't be able to walk the way you came after you do this. So you want to be very careful, which is, you know, very, very careful is the name of the game here. And you can also, just doing this with the Canis Maria is just so much easier than rather than sitting there and memorizing. I mean, it's not a long code, but, you know, it's just so much easier just to Canis Maria it up. And here we go, we should just be able to walk over there. You have done well to make it so far. I acknowledge your courage and offer you this. So now he's going to give us the fairy powder. It removes curses. Continue on without fear. Do not forget your courage. And he's just going to warp us out. I always think when he's going to say that, like, it's like, you know, just walk across the land. There's nothing to be scared of anymore. Like, you can just, you know, get across that area, without, you know, like, the floor would, like, just be there now. But no, he just warps you out. So let's, you know, go sprinkle this fairy powder on the queen and see what happens. Well, this queen, the Queen Fairy, not Queen Ambi. I mean, that might work, but, you know, we're not worried about her right now. So let's sprinkle the powder on her, and look at her. She's the Queen Fairy, who looks nothing different than a normal fairy. Thank you, young one. Now I can cleanse the seas of evil. You go, girl. You go fix the seas. You get rid of that poison. Because that's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to get rid of the poison, which means we can actually have a lot more access to the sea, so we can get around so much easier. Like, when it's time to leave this area, we don't have to worry about all that, you know, like, hopping in between past and future. We can just swim our way out. Which is definitely more than can be said for the Restoration Wall area, which is always a pain in the ass to go through. Oh, look, the Zoras are so happy. I love the races in Zelda. Like, I'm a bit, you know, sad that Deku's don't normally, oh, and they got happy and they started dancing or whatever. That's so sweet. Like, I wish Deku's played more of a bigger role, but, you know, Gorons and Zoras are always just a treat to see, especially Zoras, because, you know, they're slender and they're amphibious, so they're like David Bowies. They're just a bunch of David Bowie race. That's what they are. Zoras are the David Bowie race. So there we go. We fixed the sea. Everything's good. And this episode's probably running a bit long. But let's go ahead and just go talk to, you know, the king, just to let him appreciate our work. So he can just tell us, like, you know, you're the best, Lonk. I love you. You're just such an adorable little mermaid guy. You have even given us clean seas again. I must thank you once more. What, you wish to enter Jabu Jabu? I wish I could tell you to do so as you please, but Jabu Jabu is still young. He's too small to go inside. You better give up. So, you know, the puzzle here is go into the future and ask to go into him, which I wish I would have remembered, so we could, you know, get through this, because this episode's starting to get really long. Like, Jesus, my recorder says we're at 30 minutes. I am so sorry. But, you know, we got a lot of progress done, and, you know, getting progress done is, you know, always the best. So we'll just go ahead and open up Jabu Jabu so we can, you know, swim into him in the next episode. I just want to run as fast as I can, but unfortunately the game doesn't agree with me. We need to go talk to the King Zora so we can open up Jabu Jabu, because that'd be the best, so we'll be able to get in there. Next episode, please, King, just talk to me. I don't care if we're not in the same room. Talk to me! Just talk to me! Thanks to you, our seawater is clean again, and Jabu Jabu's health has returned. All is well. I never go back on my word. IW Zora Hero and permit you to enter the Jabu Jabu. You may go see Jabu Jabu. Yay, we're Zora Hero. Love you. Bye!